Hey everybody out there in internet land, in YouTube land, Facebook land. I've just been really getting hopped up, and there's been an acceleration in the glory the last 4 days where it's getting in so intense that it's like I'm not even here anymore. It's really trippy, but I like it. I just love being conscious or aware of that heavy, intense glory, that manifest presence, that heavy presence of God, the awareness of being seated in heavenly places. I just love the presence of God, and I know you guys do too. But I've been reading, it's called They Told Me Their Stories. It's people, young people that had experienced the Azusa Street revival, and there's this guy named Brother Tommy that interviewed a lot of them just to get a good feel and understanding of everything that happened there. But right now I'm on page 63, and it just really confirms everything that I've experienced in my life, that it started in 94, that when the glory got really thick, the more intense the glory got, the more the gifts of the Spirit started to manifest and pop also, which makes sense because the gifts of the Spirit are the manifestations of the Spirit. But anyhow, I was reading about this lady named Mother Riggs and her son Ralphie Riggs. But Tommy was interviewing the mother, which she was in her 90s, and so I'm not sure how old her son was when he was interviewing them back in the 60s, I think it was. But Mother Riggs, I love what she says right here, and it's true. It's like in that really intense atmosphere, every time they prayed for someone, they got healed. Healings just happen so easy in that really intense atmosphere of heaven. But here's what Mother Riggs says on page 63. She says, or Thomas says about what she says, she was also convinced that the abundance of miracles was happening because of the Shekinah glory and the presence of God in the meetings. And did you realize that when that visible pillar of fire showed up, whenever it would manifest over the building, there'd be a pillar of fire that would shoot down from heaven and then back up, that the power of God was more intense, and that healings would pop and break out on a higher level. But her son, who was only 12 at the time, him and his friend would run around freely and minister the healing power of God. And every time he prayed for someone, they would get healed. Every time. And they asked, Thomas asked Ralphie. Ralphie said, his last name Riggs. Riggs noted that each of them, him and his friend, had 6 or more miracles of healing every night. He saw at least 6 healings every night. But I'm just more and more convinced that the more intense the glory gets, the more intense just all the gifts and the power start to flow. People get set free. People get healed. People get delivered. People get saved. But I just really get stirred up. I just know that everything comes out of that manifest presence of God. Everything flows out of the glory. Whew. So, anyhow, I just wanted to share that. I'm going to keep reading this one, but there's another Azusa Street book that it's called When the Fire Fell, and I want to read that one, but I'm just really excited. I feel this really intense momentum in the spirit. I will talk to you guys later. I love you guys, and I just want all of you guys just may the hunger for the things of heaven just accelerate in Jesus' name. Let it flow through the internet right now. Just let that fire hit you right now, right where you're at. Let that incredible glory just blast your socks off in Jesus' name.